Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm going to be looking into the stockbroker Freetrade, and I'll be doing a review or the yearly review on Freetrade and seeing if it's a stockbroker that you should be using if you are from the UK. If you could, smash the like button, and if you do want to open an account with Freetrade, there's a link in the description. You open up an account up with that link, you also get a free share, which is pretty good. But we'll be taking a look, I'll be reviewing all these things here and giving my feedback on it. It's a series that I do every year, just seeing how the platform's going and if it's the best UK platform. I think most of us guys can agree that at the moment, probably Trading 212 was the best platform at the moment, and we're seeing how good Freetrade is really compared to them. But I've got to say, over the course of the last 12 months since I did my last review, there has been some really big improvements with Freetrade, and I think it's going to be a lot closer this year for the best UK stockbroker in 2021. So we'll take a look. So this company was founded in 2016 and came to the iOS in 2018. And it really tried to stand out. Its pink logo, it was obviously trying to be more of the cheaper platforms, when in the UK for so many years we had to pay like £10 a trade for buying and then £10 for selling, and it was really burning into your profits. Freetrade came along, they had seen Robinhood, they tried to copy a bit of Robinhood's success in America and tried to be the UK equivalent pretty much of Robinhood. And the platform has grown absolutely huge over the last few years. It is looking to expand past the UK now and looking to move into countries like Germany, like Netherlands, like Ireland. But really, this company really wanted to stand out with its pink logo, its cheap fees, and also it tried to be very user-friendly. The app is very basic to use, it's very easy to get around. I've got to say, it's very easy to set an account up. So if you are a beginner, it is very beginner-friendly, which does really make it good to get around. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely use my stockbrokers most of the time on my iPhone right now. And the platform on the iPhone is very good. So yeah, I think most of you guys probably agree. You probably buy and sell a lot of your stocks through your mobile phone rather than going onto the website, and that's what Freetrade does. It does. I don't actually think it does have a website. Well, it has a website that gives information out, but I think you do have to buy and sell stocks just through the mobile phone. But I think most of us just do that anyway. And the mobile phone app is very easy to use, which is absolutely fantastic. So I guess the first and probably the most important thing, which is I guess the boring bit, but we want to know our money is safe using Freetrade, and it is. It is regulated by the FCA, which is also something that you always need to look at when you're using a stockbroker, and also it is part of the Financial Services Scheme or the FSCS. So we know our money is very secure in Freetrade, which is brilliant. So from a safety point of view, it's a very safe platform to use. Now, a while ago there wasn't loads of stocks on Freetrade, but they have really increased that now. There is over 3,800 stocks on Freetrade, which is really good. They focus mainly on US and UK companies, so if you are wanting to look probably outside of that, then it might be a little bit more trickier, but they do have a lot of UK and US companies on there, and now they actually moved across 300,000 users, which is pretty impressive as well. Now, to buy and sell stocks on Freetrade, it is free, as the name suggests. It used to be that you were able to place orders through the day and they would all get placed at a certain time, but now you can actually buy and sell stocks when you want to do it, which is absolutely fantastic. And as well as that, they do now offer fractional shares, which is very useful as well. If you're just starting off in the stock market, there's probably a good chance that you are not willing to pay $3,000 for an Amazon share if you are starting off. So that is very useful as a beginner, and like I say, it's definitely a very beginner friendly app. Now, I do say that it is mostly free. There is a few extras here. So the great thing is that Freetrade do offer an ISA, which is very important if you do want to save yourself paying taxes when you make profits on your stock, which is obviously something that really stands out. You know, if you are buying and selling stocks, you should probably use an ISA for it if you can. But I have to say that the ISA is an extra cost. You do have to pay, I believe it's £3 a month to use the Freetrade ISA, which is something just to be a little bit careful of, because something like a Trading 212 that is actually free on there. And they also offer a Freetrade Plus, which will give you more features like limit orders, and you'll also be able to buy a few more limited stocks on there. So sometimes you'll only be able to buy certain stocks on the Freetrade Plus account, rather than getting them all on the Freetrade account, and you do have to pay £9.99 a month for that. So when you get a little bit more into stock market investing, you just have to be careful that you might want to probably pay for that Trade Plus feature. Now, a new feature that came in December 2020 was that Freetrade offer interest on a Freetrade Plus account that is cash of up to balances of £4,000, which is a really neat feature. I've not seen another stockbroker, I believe, that does that, and I definitely know that Trading212 doesn't offer that. So that's something really unique to the Freetrade platform at the moment. But like I say, there is plenty of US and UK stocks on here to buy, 3,800 if you include if you pay for the Freetrade Plus account, and there also is some ETFs on there. So from the stocks point of view, they've really ramped it up over the last 12 months. There's a really good selection on here. You probably will have to pay the Freetrade Plus account to get the whole benefits of them, but there's a really good majority choice on here. Now, like I say, the app is pretty decent. It's very easy to set up an account. There's some decent features on there where you can look into stocks and manage your portfolio. They are very good at getting into contact with you as well if there's any issues. So the app is very great, is very good to use. I would say that they could do with a little bit more details about the companies on there. So a little bit more details on graphs, a little bit more about balance sheets and everything like that. But yeah, overall, if you're trying to get used to investing, it's definitely a great app for beginners. And if you're a bit more of an experienced investor, then there might be not as much detailed as you like, but there's still some pretty cool features on there to use. Now, the last important thing, I guess, is bank transferring into your account. Now, from my experience, it takes up to 2 hours to bank transfer money into your account, which is pretty decent. Normally it's a little bit quicker than that, because the last thing you want to do is your favorite company drops 20% and it's a great buying opportunity and then you can't buy it. So from a bank transfer point of view, it does seem to get into the account very quick, which is very useful, very easy to link your account up as well. To bank transfer it out, it's pretty much the normal kind of 3 to 5 working days, so there's nothing crazy from that point of view. So from a bank transfer point of view, it's pretty much where you would want it to be. So overall, I give Freetrade stockbroker platform for 2021. How safe is it? I give it a 9 out of 10. Fees, 8 out of 10. I would say that it would be a little bit better if you didn't have to pay for the Freetrade Plus to get them extra stocks. And also when you consider that you've got to pay £3 a month to get your ISA, which is definitely something you want to be using if you're investing. So I guess the fees for a platform that has free in its name could be a little bit cheaper, but I can see why they're doing it, It's still a lot cheaper than some other platforms that are out there in the UK for sure. The stocks are 7 out of 10 for what there's on there now is a great majority on the UK and US front. I would say that just because sometimes you have to pay and some of them are restricted access because of not having Plus, will be something you have to be careful of. And if you do want to buy out of the UK and US, you might have a little bit of problem there. So if you wanted to go to some more European markets, that might be a little bit more tricky than some other platforms that are out there. But there's definitely a good majority of stocks that you probably look to buy at in the platform at the moment. The app I'm going to give, at the moment, I'm going to give a solid 8 out of 10. There's not too many improvements that can be added into it. The majority is there. There's a few little improvements that could make, like the detail point of view, if you're a bit more of an experienced investor. But for you guys, if you're trying to start off, make an account, set up, it's very good from that point of view. And like I say, from the stockbrokers that I use, they're the best at giving you information about if there's some problems on there or if there's stock markets closed on certain days. They're pretty good from that point of view. Bank transfer, same again, pretty good, 8 out of 10. Sometimes maybe if it can be really a little bit quicker, it's very hard because it's the standard withdrawal time, 3 to 5 working days. Bank transfer is pretty good, like I say, it's normally in there within 2 hours. So, if the stock goes down after earnings or something, you can get your money normally in very quick, which is brilliant. I would say that Freetrade have stepped in 2020, stepped up the stockbroker platform to compete with the likes of Trading212. They pretty much have the same sort of couple of times a year where the platform goes down, very much like Trading212. I would say the only little thing is if they had these extra stocks that you didn't have to pay for, and if your ISA was free. I guess those are the two little improvements that Freetrade can really move on and give it a little bit more detail than stock information. So compared to Trading212, I would say that I think Trading212 just has it still as the number one stockbroker. But I've got to say, Freetrade are definitely coming for them. And if Freetrade carry on making the improvements they've made in 2020 and take that into 2021, I can see Freetrade being the best UK stockbroker next year if it carries on improving them a little bit. But overall, what do I think? I think it's a very good platform. I would recommend using it. I use it sometimes myself. I have a couple of family members that use Freetrade as well. And yeah, if you wanted to get stock market investing, it would be a platform I recommend. So if you do want to get started using this platform, remember there's a link in the description. You can open an account up through that link, and you also get a free share to get you started, which is pretty good. And yeah, hopefully you found this information a little bit useful. Like I say, I'll try to do a Trading 212 review at some point through the year and get that one updated. But overall, there's been some massive improvements with Freetrade, and it is easily one of the best stockbrokers out here, and it would make the top 3 list in my opinion. So yeah, a very good platform, so I would recommend to use it. I hope it was useful, and if you could, smash the like button if you made it all the way to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more stock market videos, and I'll see you in the next one.